difference in these things from when they turn up to when they leave is just fantastic. It never gets old. This sounds anything like to you in there, in your room, as it does to me in here. You'll understand why I'm as happy as I am. This is Mike's 981 Boxster GTS. Looks like a stormtrooper, doesn't it? Now it sounds wicked. Let's have a look. So this car benefits from the Sony 6050. Now you'll have seen in a lot of our installs we use the factory head unit because we have to. The majority of the time we can't remove the factory head unit from, say, a 2018 car onwards. The 981, 991 and anything earlier, we can replace the radio. Now, being, you know, previous owner at 981 GT4, I was a little bit tentative, I suppose, to changing my radio, so I know kind of how that feels. But once I did, the difference is night and day. It's a massive functional upgrade, and sonically it's so much better than the PCM units that come in these cars. Plus the fact we can just take that home, the old unit, we can put it in the garage, put it in the house, whatever, and we can put it back in. So there's nothing lost there. The pros far outweigh the cons. So we've gone directly from the Sony radio to the amplifier. That's the Audison AFM 8.14 bit more power for the new Voce 3-way front end, and we're running the rears in this as well. We haven't changed the rears, they're OEM, we're just doing it for a little bit of fill. They'll be rolled off, you know, in terms of output. And then this car also benefits from our 981, 718 and 991 specific subwoofer mounting solution. This is the second car to have that solution, and it went so well. It adds so much to the sound of this car. It's not still now in 2025 when you say the word subwoofer, the first thing that comes to people's minds are huge boxes with plexiglass fronts and lights all over them, the type of thing I used to go into Motor World to stare at when I was a 10-year-old child. Now that's not the case, all right? We don't, when I say subwoofer, the intent is never to fill a car with loads of bass and shake the windows and annoy the neighbours and flashing lights everywhere. It's not about that. The majority of what it's about in a Porsche is to relieve the door speakers, all right? It's so that we can raise the high pass point of the mid bass speaker. That means that we're removing low frequencies, only the very bottom stuff, but we'll remove low frequencies, we'll cut them off so we band past that mid bass speaker. That just relieves the doors. Although the doors are 10 times better because of the deadening work we do, the energy at really low frequencies, if we let it just run wild, is still too much for the Porsche interior. There's so many intertwined panels that it's nigh on impossible to play any form of sub bass from the doors. So the subwoofer just fills in that bottom gap. All right, and of course, you know, the party trick of any subwoofer is it can go loud, okay? So you can fill it with bass if you want to, but ours are always very gentle. You needn't know they're there until such a time you turn it off. As soon as you turn it off, you'll know it's gone. But while it's there, it should be just invisible to the ear, if that makes sense. You know, you shouldn't be able to tell it's there. We need to come up with a convenient solution in these cars. As you can see, Porsche allow these seats to mechanically hit the rear firewall. They compress into the rear firewall. So you have negative space, not just no space. We've gone past no space. We're compressing this rear bulkhead. So you have no space in here to do anything. You know, we've had suggestions by people about putting subs in the front. Now that doesn't work. And once we explain, you know, they understand why. But that's a sealed enclosure up there. You're never going to get any noise. You might get some vibration, which will give you some psychoacoustic property of bass, but you would never hear or sort of feel anything, I don't think. And we've got no usable boot because, again, it's a sealed enclosure at the back of the car, so it has to be in the cabin with you. Yeah, that's a great solution, that, for our sort of 981, 718 and 991 owners. Possibly 992. The only reason I'm not putting it in that bracket is because we haven't put one in a 992 yet. So I'm yet to figure out the underdash of a 992. It could possibly be exactly the same, although I doubt it. But slight amendments to our panel and we can have a 992 version. It should be very straightforward. Great upgrade, that. like I say, it's got the new Audison Voce set in as well. It's I'm going to set this up now. So we've done our levels, we've done our system checks, so we know that everything is in the right place, we know the integration's okay. Now it's time to have a little sit down, have a little setup, and I am going to let you listen to this one, be it from inside the car or whatever, but I'm going to play some music, so we're going to get some copyright strikes. I'm just going to run through a couple of tracks from my Spotify playlist, my Studio In-Car Spotify playlist, just to show, you know, bear in mind the roof's down as well for those who tend not to do stuff like this because of convertibles. It's something that we hear quite a lot. Something with a bit of bass.
Start from the beginning. Turn my headphones up. Get it, squad, gang, gang. Hey, they safe for the pot, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the pot, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the pot, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the pot, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the pot, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the pot, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the pot.
Something with a little bit of distortion. Rifle through. Wicked thing. Catch you on the next one.